did it go? There it is. Alrighty. Okay, so we have, looks like, 2 questions that you guys want to go over. I'm going to go over the second one first. I'm going to do Elizabeth's question. If I could spell her name correctly. Okay, so we're looking at quantum numbers. And we're seeing which one is like legit, basically. I can't even read all of them. There we go. Of course, this is NL, ML, MS. 0, 2, 1, 0. 3, -1, -4, and half. Oh, did I skip one? I did. Well, whatever. 3, -3, 1, and -1/2. Okay. So, with quantum numbers, if we want to see if things are possible, 2 of these options we can get rid of right away without even having to think about anything. Remember that MS can only be 1/2 or -1/2. So we've already eliminated 2 right off the bat. N can't be 0 either, but I mean, MS I think is a little bit easier to spot since it only has 2 possible values. So we just need to kind of remember a few things. So L can be from 0 to n-1, somewhere in that range. And ML can be from plus or minus L to positive L. There we go. So let's look at that. So for n equals 3, can L be 0? Looks like it. If L is 0, can ML be 0? Yeah. And can MS be -1/2? Looks good. So that set up top looks okay. Of course, n could be 3. Let's just go ahead and look at the others just to make sure. So if n is 3, can L be -1? No, L cannot be negative. It has to be 0 through something. Furthermore, ML could not be -4, even if L could be -1, because ML is restricted by the value of L. So that's not going to work. Both of these are kind of not acceptable. And for the last one, again, we have a -L. -L is not allowed. So I would say this is going to be our correct answer up top. And we're able to eliminate the rest of them. So remember, with this homework, I want you to go through all the possible answers and explain why the other 4 are wrong, in addition to explaining why the correct answer is the correct answer. Ooh, excuse me. So there we go. Our other question is talking about alkali metals. Okay, let's see. We have M is alkali metal. And it looks like we have a couple options. We're basically looking at which one of these is going to be like legit. Or actually, we're looking for which one is not, cannot be made. Okay, I see. So we're looking for which one of these is not a possible thing. 2M plus Cl2 turns into 2MCl. M plus O2 turns into MO2. 2M plus 2 water turns into 2 hydroxides plus H2. Okay, so, oh, of course I can. I didn't even realize it. Okay, anyways. That's funny. I didn't even think about it. I just did it. Yikes. Okay. Well, anyways, let's replace M with an actual alkali metal just to make this all work. Oh, God, why did I write them all then? Let's choose potassium. Why not? Oops. Okay. So, looking at this, we're basically looking for which one of these is like, not probably going to happen. And I think the best one to do would be to look at these and make sure that, are these compounds some things that would exist, and are the oxidation states what they should be? Is everything charge balanced? So looking at this, we have potassium and hydrogen forming potassium hydride. And so we would want to look at this. Indeed, we do know that potassium can form a compound with hydrogen, in which hydrogen is -1, and potassium would be +1. So that would be a possible reaction there. With this one, with potassium being +1, sulfur is -2, we get what we should get there. So that one's probably okay. We get +1, -1 here. For this one, we get +1 and -1/2. And for the last one, we get +1, +1, -2. So just, if we were not to look at this any further, this one is already the most bizarre. To have oxygen with an oxidation state of -1/2 is a bit bizarre. Technically, this compound would be potassium superoxide, but however, that's not oxygen's preferred charge, right? Oxygen would prefer to be it prefers to be -2, right? So if we were to put potassium with oxygen, we should get K2O, right? That would be the kind of ideal compound that we would make with potassium and oxygen. And so that's why this one should be the least likely, contender for possible reactions. So while this technically could happen, the other ones are much more likely. These are normal oxidation states on the other problems. This one has a weird one. So that's why we would choose this one as our answer. Alrighty. Is that it? Only 2 questions? Yeah, in general. Yeah, so this particular question was basically alkali metals do all of these reactions, right? I mean, if they were to be put in these situations, they would all behave the same way. However, this the fourth one here is not something that we would probably see happening. So if we were to replace all these Ks with sodium instead, we would get the same problem happening. Like sodium could make sodium hydride or sodium sulfide or sodium chloride or sodium hydroxide, but it's not going to make this weird sodium superoxide thing. It would prefer to make Na2O. Or if we use lithium instead, same thing. So we're basically just this problem, we're looking at like which one is just generally not a good problem or a good equation. So yeah, so generalization just means like potassium would act the same way. We could swap out the alkali metal and still get the same, same product basically. If we were to put sodium instead, we would also get the same exact thing. And lithium, we would get the same product. And so these are all kind of like this like MCl thing where we have a +1 and a -1. Exactly. Yep. So all of these products, except for the fourth one, have alkali metals with +1. Except for if we did +1, we get something very strange for oxygen. So remembering that our negative charges, like or hydrogen could go -1, that's allowed. Sulfur likes to be -2, that's good. Chlorine likes to be -1. And hydrogen and oxygen here. So this is the only one that is weird. If we look at the charge, we get the charge of -1/2 on oxygen. So that's going to be the problem there. Otherwise, we would have to make potassium 4+ or something, and yeah, so. Okay, cool. Alrighty, looks like this will probably be a fast class today. どういたしまして。Let's see. Okay, well, all right, guess that's it. Alrighty, well, if there's anything else, I guess you can post them in Discord, see if your friends can help you out. Otherwise, looks like a lot of people did really well on the exam. Let's see, how well do you guys did? Let's see, what is this? How do I get to this? There we go. Let's see our average for the exam. Looking at exam 3. There it is. The average was 78.91 out of 89. Average was 89%. Oh my gosh, that's too high. So, nice job. Y'all must be cheating. But that's okay. Well, no, it's not, but nothing I can do. So, alrighty, so, yay, exam average. That's a really ugly emoji, but there we go. You guys did real nicely. So, okay, well, if there are no more questions, then I guess I will see you on Monday. So have a nice weekend. Enjoy your homework. I did put a ton of homework up. However, the only one that is due on Sunday is going to be this stuff, the post-exam homework. The rest of it is due next Sunday, but I would recommend you start it sooner so that it doesn't pile up on you and you're, struggling later. Okay, well, bye-bye.